Hello and welcome to Inktopendence.com. I'm Mike, and this today is Cross's Blue Black. I have this in a sample from AndersonPens. Thank you very much to Brian and Lisa for sending this out to me for me to review. I actually have all the new Cross inks, so that's the Blue Black, which you'll see today. Cross Violet, which is a very cool violet ink. Nice purple. I don't usually like purples, but this one looks pretty awesome. It's got this red here, which is a pretty translucent, transparent red, so we'll see how that works in a pen. And then this one is the new Cross Green. Not very good, not fancy names or anything, but they do look competent. So here they are actually in smears, just because I've done that. This is the Blue Black here, underneath the violet. I mean, look at that violet. Such a nice, like purpley. It looks like I don't know, like artificial grape, like that color you get in candy. It looks like that. The green, I'm the least excited about the green. It looks a little bit pale for me. Well, let's see how it does in a nib, though. And then Cross Red, which actually looks like a really bright red. So this might be a good one to compete with, some of those other standard reds out there, like Schaefer Script Red, which is this one, and some others. But we'll see how that goes. I haven't got those in pens yet, so I'll let you know when I get there. All right, let me get all this out of the way. And here we go. All right, so here's the review bit. This one looks a little bit purple to my eye on the screen, but in real life, this is just a true blue-black. So hopefully that comes out. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Maybe that's better. Yeah, looks a little bit better. But this is not a blue. This is not a purple. This is definitely a blue black. And sometimes you get blue black inks that lean a lot green. So I've got one of those down below on the ink sample sort of comparison thing. And you can see a bunch of others that are sort of a green, blue, black. So this one though, not really. It goes down purple when you start writing with it. Actually, let's go ahead and just do a little writing test because why not? So. This is my Panther 40. It's a really good pen. I like this one quite a bit. It's got a big broad stub nib on it. Let's get it going a little bit. I haven't used this pen in a bit. I'm using my other one. So here we go. So writing sample. Get some light here and zoom in. This writing sample stuff is always a little bit of a trick. Writing sample Cross. Blue black. I say up here that it's a little bit wet. As I mentioned, this has been sitting alone for a while, actually since the pen show. Let me see. Yeah, there's still ink in it. That's good. But since the pen show in Atlanta, so like a week, I haven't touched this one. So it's going to come out a little bit darker. And then this one, this is a Regal Elizabeth. Let me back out here a little bit. There we go. I think this is Elizabeth anyway. I got this as a freebie from Massdrop in case they wanted to run it again. I was going to put up a review for them, but they haven't contacted me about that, so I guess we haven't done the Elizabeth in a while. This is actually a very good, nice pen. Let's see how good it starts up right away too. So Regal Elizabeth. Odd that Elizabeth has the carbon fiber on there, but nonetheless. I actually couldn't find this one online, so maybe it's like a one of a kind, or maybe they just don't make this pattern anymore. I don't know. It's actually a pretty decent pen. It's got a nice wettish medium nib. It's not super fancy or anything. It's got a little crown on it, but I do quite like this pen. It's got a lot of weight. It's kind of for a pen with a lady's name on it. It's got a lot of weight to it. So anyway, there's a couple of like real brief writing sample-y type things. You can see this one's actually kind of concentrated, so it's got a little bit more sheen to it. You're not going to really see any sheen on this. I haven't seen any anyway, unless it's been sitting around for a while. When it goes down, it does come out a little bit purple, but then it turns to a blue-black as it dries. So no worries there. Let me turn off my volume on things over here. There we go. You'd think I was a professional or something. All right. I have this written with the Regal Medium, and this, of course, the big broad stub. When I say that it does have a little bit of minor bleed on copy paper, really it's pretty minor. So let's just look at it here. This is where, let's see, here we go. Good. So you can see not really any feathering except for like here just a little bit. Remember, this is a broad stub and it's a pretty wet nib. This is a fairly wet ink, I think. Always flows well, even when it hasn't been used for like a week or so. So that's pretty good. On the back, you'll see there is some minor bleed. Most of it here. A lot of this is actually show through though, just because it's a pretty dark ink. You see like little bits of bleed, like just heavy ghosting maybe from the regular medium nib. Here you get a little bit more, but not a ton actually. And this is Staples 20-pound paper. This is the kind of stuff that you'll use in an office when it's they don't want to buy expensive stuff or whatever. It's just kind of like cheap run-of-the-mill paper. So on anything better than this, it'll be fine. A little bit of feather there, I guess, on the E, but not a whole lot anywhere. Just a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That'll give you a better idea of the color too. Maybe that close-up on this paper. All right, so let's see some of these comparisons right quick. And here they go. So here's the cross blue black, and then underneath it, Yard of Lead's blue black, which I've just gotten a little while ago. Comes in a box like this, which is kind of a cute little box. I haven't used this ink enough to tell whether it's any good or not, but it definitely does have a bit of a green cast to it, I think. Almost turquoisey teal or something weird there, but anyway, it's a blue black, definitely tends green. You also see blue blacks that tend green in like Noodler's Air Core is a very common blue black that tends very green. Private Reserve's Ebony Blue is very green, not very ebony. So, you know, you get that kind of stuff from blue blacks. But this one, very solid blue black, so good. Noodler's Bay State Blue, yes, I was brave enough to ink that one up. I got a preppy just for that, so it's currently in there. It's kind of that's actually kind of a purpley blue too. Looks very grapey, but anyway. Then we've got it next to Kiwaguro, which is my favorite black. So you can see the difference between the blue black and the black, very clear. And then Tolstoy, which is just kind of a, I don't know, darkish blue. Dark? I don't know, it's not exactly dark. It's a weird color. Anyway, so let's do the water drop test, because that's what we're kind of here for as far as that. So, here we go. Let's blast some water on this thing. All right, there we go. Good. Kind of move around there. You can sort of see it swirling away. I don't know about archival. Well, archival doesn't always mean waterproof, I don't think. It just means that it doesn't disappear in the sun. I haven't had a chance to test that, but maybe that's the thing to check out. Also supposed to be like pH neutral, that kind of stuff. So there we go. And yeah, not too bad. So a lot of it came up, but a ton of it actually stayed. I don't think I've got all of it there. Let me get some more water off of this. Yeah, no, I got most of it. All right, yeah. So looks actually pretty good. The letters are still totally readable. The lines are still totally there. Yeah, if you spill water on this, a lot of it will kind of wash away. Maybe it'll smear a bit, but I'm not too worried about water resistance on this one. So that's pretty good. It's a little bit water resistant. So cool. All right. Let's take a look at the chromatography right quick. Oh, zoom in. This is too far away. There we go. So this is cross blue black. And as you can see, down here is, of course, where it started, as you see in the video at the left-hand side. And then up here at the top, you end up with a lot of like purpley blue stuff, but a lot of like blackish gray in the middle. So this is actually a very interesting ink, and it's interesting that it cures to kind of a blue-black when it starts off a little bit purpley. But I really like the blue-black. Like I said, I don't really care for purples, but I do love blue-blacks. It's kind of one of those color ranges that I'm really into for some reason. It's like professional enough for an office sort of thing, but also not boring. You're not going to find it in too many, you know, off-the-shelf pens. Although you will find it in a few. There are a few that like have dabbled with blue-blacks. The Cross BLX pens have a little bit of a blue-black, and some of those are pretty good. All right, what else? I guess that's kind of it. So this has been Cross Blue Black. Thanks again to Anderson Pens for sending this out for review. Of course, all opinions are my own, and your mileage may vary and all those sorts of things. Put some pens in there that we used. I'll throw this, that's green, blue, black, throw that in there. Put this on there. Yeah, all right. So this is Cross Blue Black. It's pretty cool blue black. Comes in a pretty nice bottle now. It's got the little lion on it. It's kind of squarish. Reminds me of like nail polish bottles from Butter London. My wife has a nail polish blog, rightonthenail.com, and so I've seen a bunch of those bottles and they look kind of similar. So check those out at Anderson Pens or your favorite cross purveyor. If you like this blog and you'd like to help out with this blog and keeping it around and supporting it and all that sort of thing, you say, you know what, Mike gives me a lot of value for my money, which is usually nothing. Well, go to patreon.com/inkdependence to find out how you can help to donate to the blog. This can be a recurring donation of as little or as much as you care to donate, and it will go toward blog stuff. So thank you very much for your support, those of you who are patrons now, those of you who will be patrons in the future. So that's it. I'm Mike. This is Inkdependence. Peace out.